Hey everybody, my name's Ben. I've seen some of these videos on YouTube and they've helped other people out, so I figured I would document what I'm going through with the gastric sleeve and um, the obstacles and basically how it goes for me, and let everybody see the journey that I go through. I'm in the pre-stage right now. Went to the doctor, I guess it was last week here in Houston in spring of 1960, and registered a body mass index of 48.5, I believe, and it was 375.5 was my weight. So I've tried dieting many times before. Never been successful with it. I've never done anything like Slim Fast or Weight Watchers or any Atkins or anything like that, because I just read too much stuff about other people and it not being successful with them. So I did try. I even have a gym membership paid for by my company. But I went from a job that I did a lot of physical work, a lot of walking and a lot of activity, to one where I'm sitting for 12 plus hours a day, and then I come home and I'm exhausted, and basically all I'm doing during that time period is working and coming home, and I'm not getting any exercise. And my wife tries to get me to go out a lot of times, and sometimes we do, and we're doing better about it, but it's been tough, and it's been 5 months I've been on this job, and I haven't gotten into where I'm doing any kind of exercise. So this is my hope for a jump start for the future. I have a 8.5 month old baby girl, and I think it's important that you show your kids the right way to grow up, and this isn't really the right way. Having to order clothes off the internet or finding specialty shops and taking medication for your high blood pressure and cholesterol, and worrying about having a heart attack. That's not a good way of living. So this is my chance to do something about it. I'm lucky enough to work for a good company that provides with pretty good insurance, and I think they called and told me that my part of it total would be $291.10. So I'm paying $300 basically to have this procedure done, and that kind of makes it a no-brainer. Of course, it doesn't include the anesthesiologist, and it doesn't include the doctor's visits, but we'll see. I've got 10 days. I've got a EGD schedule. I'll do a scope going down. I've had one done a couple times before. I have a genetic form of colon cancer. My mother and brother both died from it, so I have to do colonoscopy, so I'm used to the scope going the other way, but well, not used to it. I don't think anybody ever gets used to it, but I have it done on a regular basis anyways. But I'm shooting for a healthier lifestyle. I do have a weight in mind that I would like to be. I have my wife has said that at 225, what was that? 225 at 220. She's saying 220. At 220, I get to buy a boat, and I'm at 375 now. So that's a lot of weight to lose. I think I can do it. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to be done with being addicted to food. It's the idea. Somebody, I think one of the other people I saw on YouTube said that they plan their days around food, and especially here in the South, Cajuns, the South, anybody in the South can attest that, that's when family gets together, is to eat. And that's when, hey, well, what do you want to do? You want to go out to eat? And I have friends that are vegan, and I don't necessarily have any problem with vegans. If you want to miss out on one of the tastier parts of life, that's up to you. But it was weird having to make special arrangements for someone who doesn't eat meat, and it's just because that's what our lives are like. It's always around food. What are you going to do for food? What are we going to do for breakfast? What are we going to do for lunch? You plan your day around what you're going to eat. So, so far, it's cost me, I think, $35 total to do this, and we've only had one meeting. I've got to, my insurance requires me to do 3 months of nutrition training, and I'm going to try to keep that up if we can find something in a decent price range that I can keep talking to a nutritionist. Now, healthcare will assign me a nurse that'll keep in contact with me to make sure that I'm following everything correctly. But it looks like right now everything's a go. They're saying that the procedure should happen the last part of August, last part of July, early August. Okay, last part of July, earlier. I have bad memory. My wife's in the kitchen, so she's correcting me. But you do this for a reason. You finally get tired of it, or you have some deciding factor, or whatever. I smoked for 20 years, and one day we were going to Olive Garden and passing a little Walgreens on the corner, and my wife and I were talking about me quitting smoking, and I finally just said, you know what, I just don't want to force anybody else to have to inhale my smoke, and I know that it's bad for me, and I know that I have to do something. So I stopped. On the way to Olive Garden, we stopped and pulled into the drugstore, and I went in and bought a patch, and I smoked my last cigarette, and that was how many years ago? 4 years ago? She's giving me fingers now, not the middle one. So 4 years ago, on April 20th, so April 20th, 2008, I quit smoking. And that was very tough. And if I can do that, I can do this. That was very difficult. I still miss smoking. But I can do this too. And I'm ready for a permanent life change. I'm ready for there to be defined rules of what I can and can't do. So I'm going to cut this short. I'm at 8 minutes now, and that's too long. I wouldn't watch an 8-minute video. But if anybody has any questions or anything for me, just let me know, and I'll answer them as best I can. And after the EGD on the 21st of May, 2012, I'll post something else up. I'm doing the EGD that day. I'm doing a nutritionist visit that day, and I'm going to try to book. I think my insurance wants me to go see a psychologist too, to make sure that I'm okay in the head to have the procedure done. So after all that's done, I'll try to post up another video so everybody can see how it's going. But that's the plan. And every time I have something to report, I'll let everybody know. Thanks.